From Jerusalem is Yaakov Katz, Senior Fellow at the Jewish People Policy Institute. Mr. Katz, good to see you on Sky News this morning. Not a surprise, this attack, it seems. How significant do you think it is?
This is very significant, Samantha. Israel has been preparing for this moment, I would say, for at least 2 decades, ever since Iran really ramped up its pursuit of a nuclear weapons capability. And at the same time, what made Iran such an existential potential threat to Israel was the fact that not only was it developing a nuclear weapon, but it was also calling for the annihilation of the Jewish state of Israel. And that combination of those two, nuclear weapons and calls for destruction, is what made Iran this great opponent and adversary. Of course, its support of terrorist proxies, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, the Assad regime, its attacks against Israel in the past. But this has long been in the waiting, and I think there was a moment of opportunity in a window that Israel took advantage of earlier this morning.
Yeah, how would you characterize that window of opportunity? I mean, it certainly appears like the Iranian regime was not prepared.
The Iranian regime was not prepared. They were definitely a bit asleep when they believed, and they were definitely physically asleep as well. Israel was able to take out some of the top IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, top command nuclear scientists who were also killed in addition to destroying, we are now told, the Natanz, the main enrichment facility of Iran's nuclear program, as well as missile stockpiles and air defense systems and more. This was because the fact that after October 7th, after the Hamas invasion of Israel and the war that ensued, Israel has been able to degrade Hamas's capabilities in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon. Assad's regime has fallen in Syria, and the strategic capabilities of the Syrian military have been destroyed. And Iran, in 2 instances last year, April and October, Israel destroyed Iran's Russian-made S-300 surface-to-air missile systems. Altogether, what that did was it made Iran vulnerable, and it minimized the scope of whatever consequences and retaliation might come. And this was also combined with, Samantha, what the IAEA recently revealed, the UN's nuclear watchdog, that Iran is violating the non-proliferation treaty that it has signed onto, and Iran is not following the rules of what it is supposed to do when it comes to its nuclear program.
In terms of the potency of the attack, I mean, certainly seems significant, as you concur with. It didn't go as far as it might have done, though, did it? Some important nuclear sites, such as in Isfahan, were not targeted.
Yeah, Israel has not attacked everything, and Israel has left some targets that could still be attacked in the days or hours to come. Let's also keep in mind that in the targeting of the top command of the IRGC, as well as nuclear scientists, Israel did not attack the civilian leadership of Iran, not the president, who you mentioned just before is going to be delivering remarks, or the supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. So it's making a clear distinction between the government of Iran and the military leadership of Iran, and of course the nuclear scientists who have been building the weapons program for their nuclear program. I think that this means that it's possible that more to come still, but I also think that it's possible that Israel is signaling to some extent, listen, this is what we're doing. It's now the ball is in your court. Let's see how you retaliate. What comes next? And based on that, Israel will make its decision of its next steps.
Well, we understand that part of that retaliation is already underway by way of some 100 drones on their way towards Israel. How prepared is Israel for that?
Well, those drones, about 100 that have been flying, it takes them several hours to fly the thousands to about 2,000 kilometers from Iran towards Israel. It seems, according to the IDF, they've now reported just a few minutes ago that all of them were intercepted by the Israeli Air Force, as well as a coalition of other countries that are operating to stop Iran and its attacks against Israel. This is something that we should expect more of. And while the drones are definitely a threat, the bigger threat, without a doubt, are the ballistic missiles that Iran has and the capabilities that we've seen in the past when it fired hundreds of ballistic missiles and cruise missiles at Israel. It is able to strike inside Israel. And that's something that, despite the sophisticated and multi-layered missile defense architecture that Israel has, together with United States systems like THAAD, this will be something that will be tested to the limit, depending on what the Iranians do.
Yaakov Katz, really good to talk to you on Sky News this morning. Thank you for your time.